This is Dr. C. Dexter Wise III, and I'm pleased to declare that after being apart for nearly 18 months, Faith Ministries Church is back in the house. We had a parade on Saturday, September the 4th from Grotto Temple to our Agler Road home. We launched balloons, we ate, we laughed. The kids bounced around on a bounce house. Some members even went fishing. We had a lot of fun. Then on Sunday, September the 5th, the doors of the church were open and the people came. Did you hear what I said? The people came. They filled the sanctuary to its COVID capacity, as well as the overflow in the gym to its COVID capacity. The sermon I preached that Sunday seemed to sum up the sentiments of everyone there. We were glad to be in the service one more time. We had a great start, and it's going to get even better. Before our opening day, we made many improvements and took several steps to ensure that our congregation would be able to worship in a safe and healthy environment. Safety is non-negotiable. However, in our effort to do so, we focused so much on safety that, quite frankly, we did not anticipate the tremendous number of people who actually came to church on the first Sunday. This had no impact on the majority of people who came, and they didn't even notice, but it did cause inconveniences for some, especially those who were in our overflow area, and for that we apologize. You remember we announced that we're going to create a scroll of all who were present on the first day back in the house, and since we collected that I was there form at the end of worship, if you were there and had to leave before the end of worship and did not fill out and hand in a form, we'll take your word for it. Fill out one of those forms this week when you come to church, or send in your information to faithministries.church/connect. faithministries.church/connect. We always want any visit to Faith Ministries to be a positive one. That's why we're taking steps that are here. Number one, we're going to make it easier and quicker to enter the church and sanctuary once the doors open and reduce any bottleneck and wait time. Number two, we're going to provide an opportunity for members and guests to give their offerings, their tithes and offerings, as they enter the sanctuary. So as soon as you come into the doors of the sanctuary, there'll be boxes and or baskets where you can deposit your offerings and your tithes. And of course, if you forget on your way out, there'll be boxes there to give then as well. Number three, we're going to fix the audio, video, and other issues we may have had in the gym. Number four, we're going to open the banquet room as well as the gym so that we can have two overflow areas just in case. Number five, we're going to make it easier and quicker to exit the sanctuary and the church by having ushers lead members out of the sanctuary from the back using the center and the side doors. They're going to lead you out row by row. And number six, this is a call for volunteers to help us with cleanup and setup each week. We're trying to keep our church safe, trying to keep our church a healthy environment, but we really need your help. So if you want to volunteer, please go to faithministries.church/connect and fill out that information in the box. Just tell us you want to volunteer and we'll get back with you. It's our desire that everyone who would like to worship in the sanctuary in person on Sundays could actually do so. However, as you know, the COVID reality dictates that we will have limited seating capacity in the sanctuary. Therefore, members and guests will be seated on a first-come, first-served basis after the opening of the doors at 9 a.m. So come early, or at least come on time. Once the sanctuary is filled, you will be welcome to worship and fellowship with us in the gym and the banquet overflow areas, where you will be able to see and hear the worship live and in real time with other members. Of course, if you prefer, you may always go directly to the gym or the banquet room. Given this reality, each person should decide and make their own choice as to whether they want to worship in person or online. That's your choice. But rest assured, we will continue to offer worship in both ways and include both our live and online congregation as participants. So whether you're in person, in the overflow, whether you are online, you can still worship, you can still praise, you can still give, you can still join, you can still volunteer, and you can still know that you belong. We're committed to being one congregation, worshiping in two different ways instead of one congregation in the sanctuary with the rest of the people just spectating online. The COVID situation is quite fluid this time, and it requires a large measure of flexibility on our part and yours. In many ways, it's a week-to-week learning and growing experience. So let me take this opportunity to thank you for your support. Thank you for your patience. And remember, one way or another, we're going to worship the Lord together. One way or another, we're going to worship the Lord together. Okay? See you Sunday.